I had thought that local missionary work was fun. So when I was asked to participate by seniors at a student association meeting, let's do it together, I joined them, and since then, I have been participating in the activity many times. Last summer, when executive leadership role of the student association was passed from a 4th grader to a 3rd grader, one of the seniors asked me if I could serve as a local missionary leader, as they knew that I was in the local mission several times. Since that person was a senior I liked very much, I accepted the request rather reluctantly, saying, "Well, I'll do it if you insist," and became the person in charge of the local mission. However, at that time, my heart was a little cloudy, and I thought community missionary activity is nothing spectacular. When we visit houses in the community, there is a more than 90% chance will be refused. It's so inefficient that it sometimes makes me wonder if it really makes sense. However, when I had served as a leader for about half a year, we had a student association meeting, and at that time, our seniors talked about various aspects of local missionary activity. At that time, there were some stories that touched my heart. For example, there was a senior student who can see a spirit, and when another student went to a local mission with him and posted a monthly magazine in a house, the senior said, "When you post a happy science magazine in the house, the angel of the happy science will come into that house, keeping their hands together in prayer." Another senior's mother was handed a copy of Happy Science monthly magazine by visiting local missionaries at her home several years before she joined Happy Science. At that time, however, she was not interested in religion at all, but she kept that magazine somewhere in her house. And years later, when she was having a tough time, she found and read that monthly magazine and was very impressed with the contents and joined Happy Science. I used to think that posting was meaningless, but when I heard these stories, I thought the result might come out years later. So that kind of sowing of seeds is absolutely important. If you don't sow, you will get no fruit. But if you sow even one seed, there will be possibilities. Thus, I became to think that local mission is very important. Since then, I was really motivated. When I visited Canada last year, my role there was to stand up in the city calling out free book, and distribute monthly magazines and books of truth. It's the same as local posting activity, which is to sow seeds. We don't know when this will sprout. Nonetheless, in the case of overseas, many followers were born through such activities. Since all the readers in Toronto were also generated from the handing out of Happy Science books, it is very important to have such an unspectacular and long-term activity, where the result cannot be seen immediately. I thought I would never be able to do overseas pioneering missions unless I was a person who could do such an unspectacular activity. So I will definitely continue local missions at HSU. The believers overseas are very powerful, and the members of Young Toss in the student group of the Toronto branch are very motivated, and I think it is amazing. I would like to become a person who is like a source of energy that enables us to open a branch and expand the activities, even if I was left alone in a place where there is nothing. Thank you for listening.